Tonight's call comes from a man who was on vacation in the mountains near Greer, Arizona. Late one night, he and his wife were driving the back roads looking for elk. What they found was something far scarier, something that knew they were there and wanted them gone. Some people say creatures like this are just legends, but sometimes the woods have other ideas. Tonight's story involves one of the most feared cryptids ever reported, Dogman.
Paranormal Payphone.
Welcome back to Paranormal Payphone, where we always answer after midnight. I'm Steve. Brandon, this is going to be a big one. We're going back-to-back big ones. We've had a Bigfoot, now we got a Dogman.
I'm so pumped for this because there's so much mystery surrounding this. It's so cool to just let your imagination flow on this. I love this.
Not to mention the fact that this came, once again, out of our TikTok community. If you're not following, go on TikTok, follow us there, YouTube, Instagram, all the good stuff. Follow us, and we can build this community together, because this story was submitted straight through there from one of our friends.
Yeah, at Bigfoot Among Us. You guys make sure to go follow him, like his stuff. He's got some great content, and he was generous enough to share this story with us, and I'm pumped to get into it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is Bigfoot Among Us, and he's giving us a Dogman, so that makes a lot of sense.
He's searching for Bigfoot.
Yeah, he's searching for Bigfoot, finding a Dogman. I think that may be the worst prize you could get.
Yeah, I don't know which one I'd rather run into.
So here's my thought process on it. As always, there are a few stories where Bigfoot takes care of people. There's not many Dogman stories where people come out on the other side.
No, I mean, there's Dogman stories from all over, close to us too, at Land Between the Lakes.
That's true.
Where these families have been murdered and by suspected Dogman. So it's pretty intense.
Yeah. Yeah. Second thought, scratch Dogman. Yeah. We're out of the Dogman business.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We're going to talk about mermaids.
Yeah, we're going back to the pound.
Yeah.
we're out of the Dogman business.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Like, going to the pound and there's a Dogman sitting there? Like, how long would he be there? No one's taking him, right?
Nobody's taking that guy on. They need to put that thing down.
Yeah, do you think, like, it's going to be one of those no-kill shelters, you know? And he's just like, they're like, hey, we've got this Bernese Mountain Dog. We've got this pit mix. We got this Dogman.
this giant wolf dog thing.
We got this 7-foot killing machine.
Don't look it in the eyes.
Great with kids.
Yes. Maybe not with cats.
Really a gentle soul.
He's for sure an inside pet.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, what their reaction would be?
No. I mean, I don't want to see one of these things. I can't imagine it being, how mad it would be locked in a cage in a pound.
Oh, it would be awful.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how I would be locked in the cage.
Maybe today you need to be.
There's been moments. There's been moments for sure. When we went dog shopping, for the last dog we got, we took a couple trips to a few pounds and a few things like that. I can't imagine being in that room for more than like 45 minutes. Like, have you ever been in one of those things?
It's very sad.
It's very sad. It's very loud. There's an odor you can taste,
It gets in your skin, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too much for me to deal with.
Yeah, it's a sad place, man. I wish everybody would spay and neuter like Bob Barker said.
Bob Barker said.
I'm your new age Bob Barker here.
Move over, Drew Carey.
Yeah.
Brandon's coming to town.
Coming.
That's right. Price is wrong, Drew.
Yeah.
So, moving in to what we got going on today. There's been big news in the world of the paranormal. A lot of happenings going on. What are we seeing?
Oh, Bigfoot is on the loose. He's on the prowl in northeastern Ohio.
Okay.
There's been 8 sightings in 6 days.
Really?
Yeah, ranging.
Okay.
People are describing him ranging from 6.5 to over 10 feet tall. Some black, brown, red.
Red?
Red.
Okay.
Just hairy. And there was one lady that described, they almost hit him with a car in one of these reports, and they said that he was about 6.5 feet tall, but that the daughter could have reached out and touched him outside the window, but he didn't have any eyes, and his face was blurry.
So we have not just one sighting, but multiple sightings of different Bigfoot throughout the area.
Yeah, it seems like maybe this is a family, a cluster of these things. Maybe
Yeah.
they got out of one portal in one place and they're migrating to. It looks like they're migrating south.
Okay. So I did a little bit of research,
Okay.
did a little bit of look into this here. And so the different coloring and different interpretations could mean different things.
Right.
So you have stuff like your dark brown and your black, which are the most common appearance. Your reddish brown, sometimes described as sunburned brown.
Oh.
I love how we got to that point where we're putting the artistic flair on it, you know? I mean, we can't just let it be. We're going to put a little flair on it, which I like that. But those are more commonly reported in the Pacific Northwest. So the fact that this is in Northeast Ohio is what is interesting, is because a lot of them do vary depending on the location that they're spotted. You know, darker brown and black, typically I hear a lot from like Louisiana, in a lot of the southern parts, the more brown, the more reddish coming out of the Pacific Northwest. And so the fact that they're all combining in this one area, I think is super cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, they have described this as like the largest surgence of Bigfoot sightings since like the 1970s.
Yeah.
You got to wonder why now? What is making these things pop up?
I have no
Like
clue.
in clusters like this. That's a lot.
Yeah. Do you think they're on the Epstein list?
They're trying to hide.
They're like, we're getting out of town.
Yeah. Maybe they're coming out to clear their name.
They could be.
Yeah.
They could be like, listen,
It wasn't us.
you know, he did some banking. You know? He handled some investments, nothing more. We're trying to get in the clear.
And we flew once.
The other thing, the other differentiators that we hear with the Bigfoot, which is super cool, is the white and gray, which is typically reserved for what they call like an elder. So very similar to what I have in my beard would be what the Bigfoot has. They also have some of that gray hair built in there, and also some of your skin tone. So this is where it gets kind of weird. They say that like you can see little bits of skin tone, whether it be on their face, on their hands, on their feet. And there's been wildly varying reports as to whether that's a dark brown, a light brown, sometimes some gray as well. And so that could also lend itself to the location which they're from.
That's very interesting, all the different locales and the different colors
Yeah.
and stuff. That's so cool, man.
You ready for the weirdest?
Yeah, hit me.
Okay. It's the eye shine.
Okay.
So when that light hits it and it reflects off of it, like in the dark, different locations and different colors are associated with different color eye shine. So whether it be red, orange, yellow, white, they have a different tint to them.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard that.
That's the weirdest one, right?
Yeah.
Like, imagine seeing so many that you can document this. Like, that's a terrifying life you're living.
Yeah. There's people that look for Bigfoot their entire lives.
Well, apparently Ohio's where you need to go.
Yeah, that's where you got to go.
Now, the other part that I thought was kind of interesting, and I started looking up, is why Ohio? Like, what would you do in Ohio?
I've been to Ohio one time in my life.
Okay, tell me about it.
I went to Kings Island.
How was that?
I was young. It was terrifying, going. I'm a little scared of heights.
Okay.
I used to be when I was growing up, not
Okay.
as much now. So I didn't really enjoy that trip.
So, even like a roller coaster, like you don't deal well with that?
I do okay now.
Okay, but back in the day.
12-year-old Brandon was scared.
Yeah, 12-year-old Brandon had a few issues
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I had to shout out to all of our Ohio people. I have no clue what happens in your state. So I had to look up the geography for it. I mean, to be fair, I live in Tennessee, and a lot of times I'm like, oh, it's a half hour away. I'm like, oh, it's 3 hours away. Never mind.
Yeah.
So I had to look up. They could have been going to Cleveland. That's in Northeast Ohio. Possibly going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know, maybe they've got some business there. Maybe they wanted to see some Led Zeppelin paraphernalia. Like they wanted to go ahead and check it all out. Maybe they wanted to go visit Drew Carey, also from Ohio.
Okay.
Maybe they're on their way into Pittsburgh in the Appalachian Mountains.
That's what I like to think. They're migrating to the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As if the Appalachian Mountains could not be more terrifying.
Yeah.
Now we're putting migrated big feet in there.
Let's throw some Squatch in the mix.
Throw some Squatch in. You know what? Put a little Squatch on it.
Yeah.
Question. What is the plural of Bigfoot? I'm saying big feet. I'm fully prepared to be roasted in the comments about this. Is it big feet? Bigfoots? Is it Bigfoot just as its own?
Is it kind of like a gaggle of geese? There'll be a gaggle of feet?
A gaggle, yeah.
Or something like that?
A murder of crows, a murder of Bigfoot?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
flows.
know. I don't love that, though.
Yeah.
You know, is it like
A bungalow of Bigfoot?
a bungalow of Bigfoot?
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
Bunches of foot? Like,
Yeah, that's
you know?
good. I like that.
Yeah. A little fruit by the bunches.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So, what is going to be really interesting is the fact that all this is happening within this very short time frame, and a time when the world is in as much turmoil, as much stuff going on as possible. Is this migratory path alerting us to something coming in the future? You know, very similar to when you see a storm happen and all the birds fly away. Are the Bigfoot trying to tell us something?
Yeah, maybe going from West Coast to East Coast. Maybe something's about to happen. You know, you've got Yellowstone that's rumbling out there, the super volcano.
Yeah.
You've got, you know, threats of terrorist attacks in California. I mean, it could be pushing these things out.
You never know. And to think that they are roaming in the way that they are, and they're moving in the pattern that they are, and they're appearing as often as they are, this is a big day, you know?
Such a cool time to be alive, though.
Or terrifying. It's one of the two, but it's definitely not none of them. It's definitely not none of it. Like
It's something, that's for sure.
For sure. So that was your one trip to Ohio.
Now that I'm, you know, dementia's kicked in, I've been
Okay.
I've been to a couple Reds games as well, but that's just across the state line.
Okay.
I've never ventured into Northeast Ohio. I'll put it that way.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the Reds games? Was it a good time?
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a good. I mean, it's a cool park right there on the river, and the Reds Hall of Fame is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can only think I've been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, and then I have been to Cleveland for a few concerts in my day. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I ended up in a lot of sketchy areas of Cleveland where I would not have been surprised to see a Bigfoot roaming around. Like, it would not have surprised me if a Bigfoot tried to take my wallet off of me while I was there. So it kind of fits. Like, I'm okay. I'm on board with everything that's happening there. The descriptions that came out about, like, it being, like, 6 to 7 feet tall, you know, some as big as 10, and having, like, enormous arms.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking, like, 80s pro wrestler arms just running through there.
With its headband, its little strings, like the
That,
Ultimate
oh
Warrior.
yeah, 100%. Like, we're talking like Marty Jannetty and the Rockers, like,
Wow.
you know, just like
Yeah.
the streamers going,
Yeah, that's perfect.
possibly like some leopard print underwear on, because for some reason that was the thing they did. But like that old bodybuilder build on it, like the way that they're being described is pretty similar to that.
Like fat, round muscles, man.
Fat,
That's what-
round muscles.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
You know what? When I die, I want that on my tombstone.
Great man with his fat, round muscles.
Fat, round muscles. that might be the move right there.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's got a nice tone to it. Nice ring.
Yeah, I kind of think it might be the move.
I
You
like
know.
that for you.
So, getting into tonight's call, we have Dogman being discovered in what state again?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Interesting enough, there's a lot of Indian reservations around this place, or an Indian reservation around it. So
Or an indigenous people reservation if you don't want to get canceled.
Native
But-
American. Whatever, dude.
One of the two.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of those around there. And he did say that he was searching for elk.
Yeah,
Have you seen an elk in person?
I have not.
I have seen an elk in person. They are massive
Really?
and terrifying.
Have you ever eaten elk?
I did. It was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah. I wasn't mad at it. No. But the one time I did see one in person, a friend I was with got kind of face to face with an agitated one. And I was about ready to see him go off the side of a mountain. I was like, oh, this is where he dies, right here.
Yeah, I don't want to cross one of those too much.
No, I think the only thing you want to cross less than that is a Dogman. Let's get into the story.
Let's do it. This story was submitted by @BigfootAmongUs. It was late at night in the mountains near Greer, Arizona. My wife and I were driving the back roads doing what we'd done many times before, slowly cruising through the dark looking for elk. Out there, once the sun goes down, the woods get quiet in a way that feels heavy. The headlights from the truck only light up a narrow stretch of road and everything else disappears into blackness. That's when I saw it, a pair of eyes reflecting in the distance, about 100 yards out. At first, I figured it was a wolf, maybe an elk standing in the brush. So I grabbed my binoculars and leaned toward it in my seat to get a better look. The moment I focused on it, something didn't feel right. I could see the head, and then I saw the teeth. They were far too big to belong to a wolf. The creature was partially hidden behind trees and thick brush, but I could make out its shoulders, its head, and those teeth. It looked like it was eating something, and the way its head moved, the way it paused, it felt like it knew we were there. Like it was irritated that we had interrupted it. Then something even stranger happened. 2 deer stepped out of the woods, not running, not bounding away like deer normally do when they see a vehicle. They walked straight up next to our truck, close enough that the headlights lit them up completely. I've hunted my entire life. Deer do not come toward people, but these deer were terrified. They stayed close to the truck like they were trying to get away from whatever was in those woods. I raised my binoculars again and looked back at the creature, and that's when the realization hit me. My brain couldn't make sense of what I was seeing. It was too big, too wrong. The head was shaped like a wolf, but much larger than any wolf I'd ever seen. And the shoulders, the mass of it, whatever it was huge. It never came fully into the open. The trees kept most of it hidden, but the feeling that came over me in that moment is something I'll never forget. The feeling that we were looking at something we weren't supposed to see, something ancient, something that didn't belong in the world we thought we understood. People call it a lot of things. Dogman, a giant wolf, a cryptid. I don't know what it was, but I know what I saw that night, and it wasn't a wolf. All right, Steve. Kind of an intense story, but there's a little left for the imagination there. What are your thoughts on it?
What are you talking about? It's terrifying.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't scary. Never said it wasn't scary.
Like, if there is stuff left to the imagination off of that, count me out of imagination. Yeah. Okay, all right. That was awful. Yeah. And it flows and fits so well with things we've heard about the Dogman narrative. Forgive us if you're not as familiar with Dogman as we are. We are years down the journey of being losers. Welcome. It's a fun ride.
Yeah.
You know, I have to remind myself like that when we get to like dinner tables and things like that, and Thanksgiving happens and someone goes, I heard something about Bigfoot, and I'm just like, I've been doing this for a long time, guys. All right, this is all old news. Get on board.
It's my time to shine.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You just hear conspiracy, and I'm like, look up.
Come again?
Yeah. I hear the word chemtrails, and all of a sudden I get sparked up. So the idea here is the Dogman typically is more of a hunter.
Yeah.
It does follow some of your classic wolf traits and the fact that it is out there hunting and searching for things, whereas people can happen upon a Bigfoot or happen upon a paranormal encounter of a ghost or something like that. The Dogman sees you well before you see it.
Yeah. I think the one thing that might have saved him in this is that it was eating something already.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why it just glared at him, snarling, whatever it was doing, and giving him a good warning sign to get out of there before he became his next meal.
Well, it had something already. And so those deer that came out of the woods that were trying to get away from it, like clearly he already had something, and he had options 1 and 2 right there. When the Dogman or a Cryptid or something along those lines is looking to get that second meal, you know, a little late night snack, possibly a Taco Bell 4th meal, you know, he's looking at it and saying, okay, what is my risk to reward? Like, is it worth going after this truck, or am I going to go for those 2 deer that are right there that I already know what they taste like? You know, this is where I could be a dog man, okay? And this is part of the problem. When you go to a restaurant, I'm getting the same thing everywhere. Mm-hmm. And so that's why a lot of like, when you go out to eat, are you an adventurous eater?
Absolutely not.
No?
No, I'm picking and staying with what I know.
Yeah, a burger has never let me down.
It's never hurt me. Even a bad burger.
What's the worst burger in the world?
Yeah.
It's still good.
Yeah, well, maybe the human meat burgers from McDonald's, but...
First off, if I put a 1/4 pounder with cheese, no pickle, no onion, because we're not savages, on this table right now...
It's gone.
It's gone, all right?
Yeah.
If I put a double 1/4 pounder, you're just as happy about it.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right.
The fact of the matter is, it's never done us wrong.
Right.
Which is why, like, I was talking with some friends, and they were talking about going to a fancy restaurant, and like, the food was okay. Listen, a steak's never done me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the plain. Like, that's why all this stuff gets wasted on me, because, like, chicken tenders are good.
Yeah.
All right? For a reason. They're there.
Yeah, and the only way that they're not good is if they're undercooked.
Even then, I'm going to be honest with you.
You're not throwing them out.
I'm pretty sure I had some medium rare chicken from some places.
Yeah.
And I just buckled down.
Get a little extra dipping sauce. Yeah.
Like, this chicken's a little chewier than it should be. But that's okay, you know? Yeah. We're going to be all right.
Yeah.
And so Dogman, he's eating a lot of extra rare chicken.
Yeah. He's had some elk.
You know, he's not testing that deer for CDW. Yeah. Like, he's just going after it.
Yeah.
So, no, it's pulling out the prey. It's separating it. It's hunting. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that this was a Dogman situation.
Yeah.
Have you seen a wolf in the wild before?
No.
So I've seen one, and it was terrifying, and it was massive. But it was still the size of an animal. Like, I wouldn't have confused it with anything else. Like, it was pretty tall, pretty wide, but, like, you could tell this was a wolf.
He did send an artist rendition of what he said, this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
So we'll post that out there, too. But if I saw that, yeah, I'm not sitting there watching this thing either.
Yeah, I'm not looking to get a little bit of like confirmation as to what this is.
Yeah.
Now, what I am interested in is, was he able to make out color on it? What was the eye shine? Because apparently that's the thing.
That caught his eye.
It caught his eye. You know, was it red? Was it white? Was it yellow? And like, does it differ in that?
Yeah.
The Land Between the Lakes by us is often known for having Dogman sightings. And so I'd be interested to know like what the difference between an Arizona Dogman is and a Kentucky Dogman.
I did a little research on Dogman.
Okay, all right, hit me.
And so there are 7 different variants. 7.
Okay, do we call them variants, or are they different breeds of Dogmen?
This guy was describing them as variants. Now, I can't tell you all of them. There's like a certain class variant, and then there's the canine variant.
Okay.
So it seems like all the ones that we see or hear the stories of are the more canine with the snout, and looking like that. And the actual Dogman legend.
You got legend?
I got legend.
Hit me with legend. All right.
So there was the first recorded sighting was in Michigan in 1887.
Okay. I'm assuming that was in the UP, because that's a wild area. But go ahead.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you where it was.
Okay.
I didn't research that much.
Fantastic. Listen,
Okay.
don't get too much research, all right? We don't
Yeah.
want to give out good
Yeah,
information.
we don't want to give accurate information.
No.
Yeah.
We're not fact checking anything.
Nothing.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So this guy was in the woods and he reported seeing this, 7-foot tall dog looking like on his hind legs,
Yeah.
walking. So fast forward to 1987, there was in Traverse City, wherever that is.
Also Michigan.
It is in Michigan.
It is in the UP.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
So you're right.
Yeah.
So there was a radio DJ that put out a song called Legend about the Dogman with this story originally. And he put it out as a joke. But what it did was it opened the door. Like he started getting all these calls saying that I've seen this very thing. I've seen something just like this. And so it started coming in. So all these stories started coming in, and there was people dropping about like the 7-year cycle legend of this, that it's kind of like Jeepers Creepers. You know how he came back every 23 years, 23 days, and he would eat?
Yeah.
This cycle is every 10 years. He comes back.
Okay.
And there's all, sightings and incidents, but the years end on 7 always. That was part of that. So I don't know if that holds true or not with any of these reports, but we're coming up on 2027.
We are coming up on 2027.
Well, look out.
So
Dogman's loose.
the same way that you have like the Chinese calendar, and it's like the year of the rabbit, the year of the rat. This is the year of the Dogman coming
right.
up. The Cryptid calendar is going to be the year of the Dogman.
That's
We
right.
should put out a Cryptid calendar.
We should.
I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
Cut that.
Or somebody steals that.
We don't need putting out these good ideas.
Yeah.
Cut that. So that is super interesting. But a 7-year cycle of like traveling, or a 10-year cycle, it would be interesting because you could have a migratory pattern.
Yeah.
Where you think about like areas like regenerative farming, where they go and they have to change the crop over so often, or any of like your cattle farming, you have to move fields and things like that to allow things to grow. That 10-year span could be a migratory pattern that the Dogman's following across the U.S. to allow time for our elk population to come up, the deer population to come up. If he's looking for deer, the Middle Tennessee area is a great place because I know several people that have hit several this year. I wasn't calling you out. like here's the thing.
Yeah.
You didn't have to call yourself out like that.
I'm an honest guy.
like,
I tried to stop.
but I'm just saying, you take that to your grave. You didn't have to rat yourself out like that.
Okay. I saved it. It got up and walked off. I almost wrecked my vehicle trying to save it, but that's the kind of person I am.
I appreciate that about you.
Tried to save a deer.
I know I've had a member of my family who's had at least 3 deer run into their vehicle over the course of the year. And I mean, it feels like abuse. So I was just
Feels intentional at this
I was like, 1 deer runs into you, okay.
Yeah.
2, the third one that ran into him, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like this may be something that you're doing at this point. I don't know.
Maybe Uncle Bob's swerving at
Yeah.
him.
I'm just like, I was like, maybe you made him mad. I don't know what you did, but I mean, they're like, oh, here they come. All right. So what else you got for me on
Do you
Dogman?
think they're using like the same portals that the Bigfoot or Big Feet?
We never really settled on
Whatever.
that.
The bunches of big feet?
Yeah, the bunches of big feet.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it would be interesting.
Because they're all over too. All the reports are like Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Texas, all over the place.
So what's weird? So Arizona feels weird,
Yeah.
right? Because the rest of those, I can kind of see like the flow, right? Like if you're in Kentucky, you're probably in Tennessee.
Yeah.
If you're in Kentucky, you're probably in Ohio and Wisconsin. Like the
Right.
flow of it all kind of makes sense. And then you have Arizona.
Could we be having a Bigfoot versus Dogman battle royal happening in Ohio right now?
Oh my word! Sign me up.
Dude, I'm all on it.
Like it feels like that should be the next movie. If Spielberg comes out with a bit, then we'll know that this is happening. This is released. Like, this is something right here. It could be. Could it be that Arizona is the Dogman retirement home?
Could be.
You know, like, because you think about it, like all the rest of those are some cold weather states, you know, and then Arizona. Like, maybe this is where they go to settle down.
Yeah.
You know, we've raised our pups.
Yeah.
It's time to have some easy living, hit up a Sizzler.
There's some casinos out there.
hit up the casino.
Yeah. The Arizona are the more docile dog man.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah.
You know, they're over there shooting craps. Can you imagine walking up to the roulette table and there's a couple dog men?
I mean, what do you do?
I mean, I guess, you know.
We'll go down here.
I don't know. I'd put 15 on black and just
Yeah.
let it see what it does, you know?
Yeah.
The Dogman, the description of it is interesting because you said that, like, we have, like, the different breeds. So we have the more canine features is the one that you described, the one with the long snout. What other differentiators are there that you saw?
There was some on the variant, and I apologize for forgetting that. They were more like gorilla-esque, or more like what you would think a Sasquatch would look like.
Okay. So
Yeah.
maybe there's, like, some, like, are you saying there's some mixing of
There
the two?
could be.
There could be.
Maybe that's why the big feet are going there. Maybe there's it's
2026.
mating season.
Anything can happen,
We're
you
getting
know?
ready. We're closing in on 2027. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
They got to get that dogman population up.
It could be. Do you
time
think
to
this
eat.
is like an underworld situation? Like, are they liking? You know, is Kate Beckinsale going to come out fighting dogmen?
Yeah, it's possible.
You never know. I
Yeah.
mean, she's dated Pete Davidson. She could be fighting dogmen.
I don't understand that one.
You know, there's a lot of things we don't understand in
Yeah.
this world. But dogmen, I feel like we got a better grasp on that than we did, at least for a
Yeah.
while.
I love that, man.
Can you imagine? Like, I like the idea of them having, like, the more canine features and being more of like a wolf would be, because I can't imagine a dog man being like a breed that we have right now. Can you imagine, like, an 8-foot tall dachshund running around?
It'd be hilarious.
Like,
You're supposed to be scared of this thing?
and it rises up
Yeah.
and it's got, like, these little tiny arms.
Jeez.
It's like you come running inside. You're like, there's a dog man outside. What kind? Terrier.
Labradoodle.
Labradoodle. Like, you're out. You're out on the mini.
Yeah. It's a mini Labradoodle dog man.
It's a
I'm telling you, it's the little ones, you know?
It is the little ones.
Yeah.
They're coming after you.
Yeah.
You get a little chihuahua, you know,
That would be a terrorist.
like, can you
The
imagine?
worst
Okay.
dog man.
Like, the Chihuahua dog man is, like, native to, like, the Texas area. Like, you know, and it gets like, really classified in these weird ways.
Oh my gosh.
Tying it back to Taco Bell fourth
Time to be
meal.
bringing in Taco Bell.
Man, what's your Taco Bell order?
Those nacho fries are really good, but now they'll have like a mix where you can put like the meat and the cheese and all that on there.
Yeah.
I think that right now is my order.
Okay, I have beef with the taco fries. I'm gonna be honest with you. Taco Bell breakfast is a thing of beauty. Okay, if you've not experienced it, I'm asking, what are you doing with your life? Are you living? I don't think you are. Okay, you go get that breakfast crunch wrap. It's nothing but a tortilla filled with a beautiful crisp hash brown, some eggs, some sauce, some sausage, and it just flows in a way that just organically creates this feeling of joy in your mouth. All right. I go to Taco Bell. I place my order. They hand me out this beautiful brown paper bag. I take a bite, and clearly they were out of hash browns, and they replaced it with taco fries.
Oh boy,
They did not feel like fresh taco fries, if I'm being honest with you.
a little crispy.
There's lots of things. I've been in car accidents. I've been yelled at. I've been flipped off. I don't think I've ever been more mad at anybody in my entire life than I was at that Taco Bell at that moment. So much so that it created a scar on my heart that I wear to this day. And every time I place that order, I think, if there's taco fries in here, I might light this thing on fire.
I didn't know you were so deeply connected to Taco Bell, man.
There's few things I'm passionate about in this world. And the breakfast crunch wrap is one of them.
You really are trash, aren't you?
Listen, we're not sponsored. I spend my hard-earned money on those.
Yet.
We're taking offers.
Yes.
So, but no, you get that? And they always try to sell you their coffee's terrible. Don't get it. And I'm just like, that crunch wrap comes out. It's fantastic. You know, I think that might be the solution to our Dogman migratory problem. You know, possibly even the Bigfoot migration. They could just be heading for a nice, crispy Baja Blast and a breakfast crunch wrap.
I know it's going to be hard for me to disappoint you even more.
Oh, no.
I've never had one. Never had breakfast from Taco Bell.
Wow.
This is the last episode.
Here's the thing, guys. Sometimes you think you know a person. And then sometimes you get a Dogman. But everyone do yourself a favor. Go to Taco Bell, order a crunch wrap. While you're in line, not driving, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, our TikTok, our Instagram. Like, comment, subscribe, and send your stories in. Let's hear them. Let's get all this information out so that we can confirm some eyesight patterns, some hair patterns, and we can get the true depth of what's going on.
Also, look into Bigfoot Among Us. We appreciate the story today.
Absolutely. Shout out at Bigfoot Among Us. And let's get that crunch wrap going.
Let's do it. So, until next time, who are you going to call?
That's Paranormal Payphone.